After my husband's funeral, I forced myself to go to my sister's son's first birthday party. I was still drowning in grief, but my family insisted it would be good for me to be around people. I sat quietly in a corner, just trying to get through the day. Suddenly, my sister, Chloe, clinked a glass to get everyone's attention. She was beaming, holding her little boy, Leo. I have a very special announcement, she sighed, her voice filled with a strange kind of triumph. She looked directly at me. Leo is not just my son, he's also my late brother-in-law's child. He's Mark's son. The room fell silent. Everyone stared at me, then at Chloe, then but at me. It felt like the air had been sucked out of the room. My mind went completely blank. Mark's son? How was that even possible? My sister continued, her smile widening. Mark and I had a special connection. He wanted to make sure his legacy would live on, no more matter what. She then walked over to me, a smug look on her face. Andy, since Leo is Mark's biological heir, she declared loudly for everyone to hear, as his mother, will be taking half of your $800,000 house as part of his inheritance. She then pulled out a folded piece of paper from her purse. Andy waved it in my face. I even have a copy of his will, updated just before his accident. It says so right here. My mother rushed over, her face pale. Chloe, what on earth are you talking about? This is not the time or place. But Chloe just shrugged, as if she were discussing the weather. It's the perfect time, she retorted. The truth needs to come out. He took the paper from her trembling hand. It looked like Mark's signature. Andy, the clause was, sir, just as she'd sighed. It stated that if he had a biological child unknown to me, the child would be entitled to a significant portion of his assets. The room was spinning. My sister, my own sister, had betrayed me in the worst way imaginable. Andy, now she was trying to take my home, the home Mark and I built together. He looked at the wall, then but at Chloe's expectant face. Andy, that's when a strange feeling washed over the grief Andy shock. It was amusement. A small giggle escaped my lips, then another. Soon, I was trying my best to hold but a full-blown fit of laughter. Chloe's smug expression faltered, replaced by confusion. What's so funny? She demanded. I took a deep breath, wiping a tear of laughter from my eye. Oh, Chloe, I sighed, my voice shaking with mirth. You really should have done your homework. You see, what you Andy apparently my late husband did and know is that he was completely Andy utterly sterile. The silence in the room was now deafening. Chloe's jaw dropped. What? That's impossible. He told me. Did he? He interrupted, my voice becoming firm. We went through years of fertility treatments, Chloe. We saw the best specialists. I have mountains of medical reports to prove it. Mark couldn't have children. It was a great source of sadness for both of us. He looked around the room at my shocked family. The reason he never told anyone was because he was embarrassed. He felt it made him less of a man. He turned my gaze back to my sister, whose face was now as white as a sheet. So, yes, that might be a will that Mark signed under some delusion you fed him, but it's based on a lie. Leo is not his son. He can't be. He paused, letting the weight of my words sink in, which brings up a more interesting question, doesn't it, Chloe? If my husband isn't the father, then who is? Chloe couldn't meet my eyes. She just stood there, clutching her son, her grand announcement having spectacularly blown up in her face. The party guests started whispering amongst themselves, looking at her with a mixture of pity and disgust. She had tried to ruin my life out of greed, building her scheme on a foundation of lies. But she made one critical mistake. She underestimated me and the truth he held. She wanted half my house. Well, now all she had was a party full of people who knew her secret. And a very awkward conversation to have with her son's real father, whoever that was. As for me, I walked out of that party, leaving the chaos behind. I was still grieving, but for the first time since Mark's death, I felt a spark of my old self returning. It was going to be okay. Thanks so much for watching. It means the world to me when you stick around to the end. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more. See you in the next video.